11th email from this ID, specifically talking about my daughter being having some mental issues, which really bothered
Judge,
me.
again, I'm going to ask him the same for you to give him the same explanation you've given him before.
All right. Answer the question and explain the answer to that question.
Okay, can you please repeat the question?
You understand Sheena denies the secret ceremony or cohabitation with a Sabu, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand again, Father Matthew denies ever meeting or knowing a Sabu, correct?
No, Father Matthew repeatedly told me that he has no knowledge of any of these things. He never specifically say anything, which is made me more doubtful.
And you understand that Father Matthew denies having a second phone. Is that correct?
In the testimony, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And you understand, relatedly, Father Matthew denies sending WhatsApp messages to Binu Mansi, right?
He denied, yes.
Okay. Now, help me remember, Binu, is it correct to say you believe Binu Mansi only met Father Matthew 2 to 3 times?
My more than that, my belief is Binu Matthew met Father Matthew. First, I took her there to his church in June 28, 2019. Then he arranged a meeting between Miss.
Okay, again, Your Honor, I just would love to have an.
Sorry, I'm counting. So then Father Matthew came, per the knowledge I have from Binu, he came at least 3 times. So 5 times at least.
Okay. So is it your position that Father Matthew, to keep the marriage or the ceremony secret, was smart enough to buy a burner or a throwaway phone? Is that right?
That's my belief.
Okay. And then it would be, is it your belief too that Father Matthew is not smart enough or dumb enough to identify himself on the WhatsApp and admit to a secret ceremony to Binu?
That I don't know.
He's dumb enough then, is it your belief, to identify himself to someone he claims he never met, and Binu claims only met 2 to 5 times?
The form of the question. That was extremely compound.
Right.
Okay.
No question.
So you're saying Father Matthew was dumb enough then to identify himself and admit to a secret ceremony on WhatsApp to Binu, correct?
I'm saying that I know that from Binu that Father Matthew conveyed that to her.
Okay. And you're saying too that, and you understand that he claims he never met Binu or met her only once, correct?
That is what I heard him saying in the testimony. But
and from what you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in on you. And from your testimony and Binu's testimony, it's your understanding that Binu only met Father 2 to 5 times, correct?
5 times, or yes, that is my understanding. Yeah.
And Binu Matthew is someone that you're still attempting to arrange a marriage to, correct?
We kept it on hold. It's Binu Mansi.
And she's still your friend, correct?
She's my friend.
Okay. All right, let's move on to, let's actually go back to the future, shall we? We're going to go back to the final judgment and decree. And that is, we're going to go to your exhibit F13 again. So just let me get over there. F13. Do you see the final, is it showing for you final judgment and decree of divorce, F13? Are you seeing that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to go back and scroll down again to paragraph 17, and someday I'll learn how to do this faster. This is the alimony provision, correct? Paragraph 17?
Yes, right now
Okay.
you're pointing to it.
And again, you're focusing on, and I so want to highlight it in yellow, but I saw Charlotte Urubel do it, and I was so spiffied on it, but I'm afraid I'll knock everything out. The third sentence saying, alimony shall cease in the event of death, remarriage, or cohabitation with another person in a meretricious relationship, right?
That's what it says there.
Okay. And the first sentence requires you to pay $1,500 a month as alimony for 48 consecutive months, commencing December 16 and continuing each month on the 15th of each month, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm now going to go back to our Exhibit 2, Defendant's Exhibit 2. Let me just get over there. Okay. So again, this that I'm circling here, and I can blow it up for you if you need me to, just let me know. Can you read that, by the way? Or do you need it blown up some?
A little bit, if you could.
Okay, let me try and do that. What? Better?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say that you saw Misty Carlson's fingers dash across to help me. So again, it says at the top, you knew of the wedding in early 2019, correct?
So you have to, you know,
just
all
yes
I
or
can
no.
request.
And then you can explain.
Yes, but the email content is not fully there. You know, you are only taking one portion.
Okay.
For the sake of the record, I need a full question and a full answer.
Okay, so you're claiming here, right here in the first sentence, or rather the second sentence, that you were informed about your small group wedding in the beginning of the year itself, correct?
I'm not claiming.
Go ahead.
I'm not claiming anything here. All I'm doing is I'm responding and sharing the information I have received to this particular email ID.
Okay, so you were informed. So is there anything wrong in this sentence that you wrote? I was informed about both your small group wedding in the beginning of the year itself, right? You wrote that, correct?
I wrote that, yes.
Okay, and let's go down then, excuse me. And I may need to take a minute break or so in a little bit to get some water because I'm getting a little hoarse. It says that in the next paragraph, would you read that paragraph out loud, please?
Your Honor, I'm going to object because the document speaks for itself. And it's already into the record.
The document does speak for itself. Is there something specifically you want to ask him?
Yes, I'm saying it says later on the third sentence, correct, that I'm paying $4,000 a month to Sheena and struggling to meet the ends every month, correct?
That's correct.
And you wrote that, is that right?
I wrote that, and I'm paying actually
And
more than 4,000 a month at that time to Miss
Okay.
Philip, including the child support, the healthcare cost.
okay, and were you struggling at that time?
I was actually 60% or more of my pay was going to Miss Philip and children. And
Okay.
that's why I'm staying in a single bedroom apartment even today.
Oh, okay. But you did not stop making the payments at that point in time, did you?
I didn't. I cannot because it's
Okay.
an income deduction order.
But you did not file to stop the income deduction order or take steps at that point in time either, did you?
20, not at that
19.
time.
Okay.
But I can't unless I get proof.
You did not file an action of any sort in 2019 to get that proof or terminate, correct?
Not in 2019.
Okay. So in fact, Sheena filed her contempt action in November of 2019, correct? You recall that?
In November 2019, yes.
Okay. And you only filed in May of 2020, 6 months or so after Sheena filed her contempt action, to terminate alimony and get a refund, correct?
That's correct. And I'm surprised you're stating that because you said I'm filed it as a retaliation. So you know it is not.
Okay. So you paid a number of months of alimony without question or complaint after learning of the alleged ceremony, correct?
That's correct. And there is another, I need to go to the court to get it corrected. So I haven't started immediately.
One at a time. We need a full question, no interruption, and a full answer, no interruption, for the sake of the preciseness of the record.
Okay, so I'll repeat the question and then you can repeat the answer if you need to. So you paid a number of months of alimony without question or complaint after learning of the alleged ceremony, correct?
That is correct. I followed the court order of paying it because of its income deduction. So I had no choice.
But you could have filed at that point in time to terminate the income deduction and or terminate alimony, but you didn't, correct?
I didn't. There is another reason also because the alimony will end within another 6 or so compared to paying an attorney to, so I kind of looked at it that way too. It's expensive. I knew that.
Okay. Let's go on now to the rings, okay? And I'm going to close out of this. And the first thing I'm going to go back to again is, the final judgment and decree of divorce, which is Ms. Your F13, but give me a second to get there, okay? Okay. Now, do you need to get this bigger or can you see this again? Just let me know. Okay.
I think I can see, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go scroll down to paragraph 10. Okay. Can you see paragraph 10 and can you read it?
I can see it.
Okay, and you can understand it. Okay. Now the last sentence, is it the last sentence? The second to last sentence, the last two sentences, let's do it that way. Say, wife shall return to husband 8 finger rings gifted to husband, which are in her possession, and these shall be returned to husband by no later than 5 p.m. on Wednesday, January 4, 2017. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. reading those sentences, there's nothing that says that these have to be gold rings, is there?
It says it's in her possession.
Okay, but
So that means
answer the question.
Mr. Tannen,
Yes?
I would like my client to be able to answer the question that you ask him before you either say okay or interrupt him. Just try to.
I would like him to answer the question as well.
Hold on. We're missing the court.
Judge Manning, I don't know if you can hear me, but you're
Yep.
frozen. Okay.
No, she said someone's in the courtroom. She wants us to stop.
We're missing the court reporter. Where's the court reporter?
oh,
Oh, boy.
I don't see her.
I'm not seeing her either.